Everybody, my name is Ramsey Assal and I'm the CEO and founder of the Landsite, and welcome to our latest Quickfire One-on-One. I'm joined here today by Kate Ashton, who is the Sales Director at BloomSmith. Welcome, Kate. Good to have you with us.
Hi, Ramsey. Thanks for having us on today's call.
Great. Kate, just give us a little overview about BloomSmith and what you do and who you guys are.
Okay, so we've been working with the Landsite for a couple of years now, I think, Ramsey, and seen a lot of inquiries coming through via your platform. So we just kind of wanted to spread the word about VAT funding because it's quite a niche area. So BloomSmith are the founding VAT lenders. Our founding director formed the business in 2015, I believe, and I joined the business about 2020, so I've been with them a few years now as sales director. And my role really is just to spread the word and raise awareness about VAT funding and how it can help get commercial property and land deals over the line. So if just to kind of talk you through the process, if there's a client who has a VAT funding requirement, so they may be purchasing a commercial property or piece of land, they might be at the top of the loan to value with a senior lender, and therefore they would need a short-term bridge just for the VAT element, which would be 20% on top of the purchase price. So that's where we can step in and just help with that short-term bridge requirement until it comes back from HMRC. That can really help with developers, for example, working capital, if if they need those funds to get on with the development, start the work whilst they wait for HMRC to return the funds.
Yeah, good. Wow, but that would be of great interest to a lot of our viewers, I'm sure. And I expect VAT comes up quite often, particularly in the commercial property sector. And I mean, that's how the model works then, is it? That you fund the VAT element for anybody buying a commercial property that's VAT registered, right?
Correct. So the way that we fund is quite unique, in that we're the only lenders that are able to fund without taking a legal charge over the property. So that can be quite appealing, particularly if there's a senior lender involved. We lend on a process. So we ask that the property is purchased in a brand new SPV, so a clean OpCo, PropCo, which we can help to set up if necessary, but very straightforward to purchase in that way. And that way we're able to fund without taking a legal charge over the property, because there's no risk of Crown offset. So say, for example, the property was being purchased in an existing trading business limited company, there potentially could be the risk there that they owe HMRC or the funds, whereas if the property is purchased or the piece of land is purchased in a NewCo, it's very straightforward and it really just runs on rails. We connect the purchasing solicitor with our lawyer and they work to a list of conditions precedent. And we also engage a VAT agent who effectively becomes the client's VAT agent and manages that reclaim back into a client account very securely when deals with HMRC. We're also able to fund within 48 hours of legal undertaking, because often in these cases, the speed of funds is quite key. And would you believe some people kind of forget about the VAT element even on large purchases, and so we're able to do that, provide that funding within 48 hours of legal undertaking. Got lots of funds to deploy, so we have a rolling facility with Shawbrook Bank, and we also have investor funds within the business. So really excited to get going into 2024 and see how we can support purchasers and and see, but you know, what we can deploy for this year with the market picking up.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I think VAT is always one of those spurious things that people often forget about and leave to the last minute. And it certainly happened to me once, many years ago, before we ever met, and took me by surprise. So I had to scramble around pretty quickly at that time and get that resolved, which I did then. But yeah, good. Kate, 2023 has been a complicated year for many people in the real estate sector, to say the least. What's it looking like for you in 2024, and how are you seeing 2024 pan out at the moment?
Yeah, so the beginning of the year has been quite positive. I deal with a lot of commercial finance brokers, as well as direct clients, you know, and lawyers, property agents. So the market sentiment is really picking up, you know, and we've got a lot of positivity surrounding the inflation dropping to 4.2% after the double figures inflation back in 2022. So we believe that interest rates could drop further this year now, having stabilised, and non-residential transaction volumes are showing signs of recovery after plummeting following the mini budget. So yeah, moving into 2024, we're really sort of seeing that transition, and lots of inquiries bubbling as we go into January for commercial property and land purchases from our perspective.
Do you think the government will make any changes to VAT requirements on commercial property? Have you heard about any proposals that this government or the new government, which is likely to be later in the year, making any changes to VAT on commercial property or not?
I haven't as yet. I think we'll just have to see what transpires, you know, as we go on throughout the year. But yeah, it's certainly going to still be a requirement there. I think for the foreseeable, whether there are any changes made from central government, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, it'll be more of the same, I guess, continuing with what the way the model has worked. I can't see, and I've not heard of any changes either. And I think it would be a continuation of the way it is, which I think is good for you. And that requirement is going to be still a large chunk on a commercial property, and something that'll be important for you to be involved with a lot of the people watching this.
Yeah.
Where do you see investment opportunities within the market? How does that look to you, Kate?
So yeah, we've done a bit of research on this, and there are some good value opportunities from buyers and investors deriving from office property values moving into a growth period in the coming years. There was a sharp drop in 2023 to correct the trends, you know, for post-COVID and working from home. But we see that there will be some good value opportunity for buyers moving into this year. We've also had a look into retail warehousing, and that's expected to grow across the next 48 months. So there could be a strong investment potential for companies as we begin to move away from the difficulties that the market's experienced in the past sort of 24 months. And retail warehousing is expected to grow as much as 9%, well over 7% annually up until 2027, according to the latest stats. So whilst retail space offers plenty of excitement, as retail rents in most popular shopping destinations are fast approaching pre-COVID levels, return on investment growth is forecast to hit the 7% over the next 12 months. So yeah, it's quite exciting to see how things pick up now in the market.
Yeah, okay, so really in the area of retail warehousing and retail itself, that's what we've been seeing. There's some pretty optimistic numbers out there for growth in that sector, isn't there, over the next 12, 18 months, and a lot of VAT involved, I guess.
Absolutely, yeah. So we're we're partnering with a lot of senior lenders now also, who interestingly, I watched your quickfire round with MT Finance last week, and that was a good kind of insight. But we work a lot with MT, and we look at what with the likes of Together, etc. And increasingly, they're seeing the market pick up, and they are referring their clients for that, just for that VAT element to us to assist.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, the financial sector is built on creating innovation and to meet customer needs. Do you have any product developments for 2024 that you can tell us about?
Sure. So we're quite niche in what we do, in what we deliver anyway, on the VAT funding side, and quite unique in the way that we offer that. As I'd mentioned, the speed of funds and the ability to lend without taking legal charge over the property. But we've had a look moving into 2024 at our partnership working, and we're starting to add our eligibility checker onto partners' websites. So we deal with lots of people along the chronology of a property transaction. Mainly day-to-day, I deal with commercial finance brokers, so we're placing our eligibility checker onto their websites now, so that clients are more aware of the VAT funding offering, and that seems to be working well in terms of development. But one key thing that we've done to assist the process is that we have set aside some express SPVs. So off the shelf, if you like, when an inquiry comes in, it may be that they haven't thought about purchasing within a brand new company, and so they're last minute and not geared up, and may have been quite a long way down the line in the legal process of of purchasing the property. So we've now got this series of off-the-shelf express SPVs if needed. Quite often, they're sorted and they're already put into that way of working. But that's an option for clients and to assist brokers if they need to explain the benefits of having an express SPV in place, and we can reclaim the VAT back sooner. They will have been VAT registered, and so that will keep costs down for clients on the facility fee of the VAT funding. So yeah, those are the kind of the two things that we're focusing on for the beginning part of this year, Q1.
Brilliant. Sounds like a lot of focus really on speed of the process, and people getting their inquiry, getting that information back from you and being able to move forward. And the SPVs is all about that efficiency and speed, really, isn't it, by the sounds of things? Yeah,
absolutely. So keen to work with the Landsite into 2024 and continue the partnership and spread the word. Thanks.
Well, we've had a great working relationship, and we want to keep that going as well, Kate. So thank you very much. Well, thank you. It's been very interesting, and I think you've really got the message across very clearly and explained a lot about a rather unusual area of finance for a lot of people, and it's been very educational, very helpful. So thank you very much indeed. We appreciate it.
Great stuff. Thanks for having me, Ramsey, and here if anybody wants to chat further.
Yeah, we'll definitely get them in touch with you. Thank you, Kate. Good to have you with us today, and appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.